Boom. I'm late again, and it's not my fault. I mean, I guess it's kind of my fault. Maybe I should have focused more on this when I had a bit more free time, but I was sanitizing the text. Oh, did my message send? Oh, no, it's the notification from Twitch that I can manage my dashboard on my phone. I wonder how many times you've heard me say that, because that's all I have to talk about every time I come back on here. But, there we go. Failing to send message, wait 10 seconds. Oh no, why are you failing to send message? Oh, there we go. Okay. That's weird that happened. But all right. Nice. Did I set everything up properly? Episode 4, correct thumbnail. Oh man, my thumbnails are kind of fire. I gotta say. They're kind of fire. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. We're genuinely gonna do some game dev and some fun, delightful progress on my level tool today. Because off stream, again, I managed to fix the issue. Hello, welcome Is9. How's it going? Hope you're doing good. I'm doing better after the month. Yes, and the first redeem works now. That is one thing I did. The first redeem is fixed and ready to go, and it should. I think I set it back to being only. Yeah, okay, so it redeems. All right, awesome. Okay. Whew. Are you tired? I am exhausted. Don't tell anyone, but emojis will not be working for this stream. I rushed and I tried my best, but I could not get the BB code disabled system to tap this on the Chaos Emerald Head. You know what? We could probably fix that. Huh. How would I fix that? Well, I mean, I could just do it in here at runtime, but that wouldn't fix the internal problem. But for the time being, let me get your Emerald Head. I am printing messages out the wazoo. What is this? Wait, hold on. Open File Manager. Where's Sublime? Sublime text. Can I put this in here? Find in folder. Print. I need to clear out some print messages apparently. Oh, this? Okay, but that's not really gonna affect too many things. And then, what else? Oh, the character count. Ooh, yeah, that'll definitely be printed messages. That does make sense. Okay. Sorry. Will that refresh? Will that refresh in here? No, come on, please. Why are you still printing? Oh! I'm also just giving you hell. I'm not worried. Oh, it's all good. Then I'm not gonna fix it. But that's also not the thing I'm frustrated about. I'm frustrated because I opened this and I left some print in here, and now I'm gaining like thousands and thousands of print statements, which are going to accumulate and presumably crash my shit if I let it go on for too long. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay, Ninecrafts. All right. We're gonna restart it, but I'm gonna give you your hat back. And upon restarting, I'm also going to try and fix your head, because here's how this works. This is going to be your data I'm gonna pull up. Well, actually, I don't know which data is yours. How do I tell which one? Okay, so I don't know if I can show that. Is that? No, I'm sure it's fine to show Twitch IDs. So these are all the datas of the people that use the Twitch interface. And I need to find a way to distinguish which one is yours, which I think I do by searching 9 in Roman numerals. So you're 555. So you're this one, I think. Are you? You are. Okay, so this is your data right here. And so now I need to figure out, well, first of all, head. I can set this RGB. I can set this to green by setting that to 1 and this to 0. And then I also need to find where your head is defined. And I think the answer is, where is it? Where are heads defined? Head, skin, clothes. These are the colors. This is the palette. But where's your body? What? I don't understand. How do I change your body? Is it a sub-resource? Is it just player save data? But player save data should contain that information, right? You would think, you would hope, you would pray. GD script, find in folder, player save data. Okay, it appears player save data is a Rust type. So I need to open up this, open a file manager, Godot, boo, Rust, bring this in here. Find in folder player save data. Okay, so here we go. Here's the Rust save data. And this has head shape as a stored type. I thought, but I guess it's not being stored for some reason. For some reason. So what if I assign this in your data? Will that fix it? Which one's the diamond? Open containing folder. Prop resource, no. Player save data, head shape. Head shape, so diamond is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. It's 5. So if I assign head shape 5 in your data file, will that make it so you are a diamond in the rough? Something. There's a Food Wars opening that has that diamond in the rough. Okay, put this in here. And now we're gonna set head shape to 5. Okay. And now, if we restart the Twitch interface, I'm gonna do right now. So we're starting that. Do that. This should update back to normal in a second. Any moment now, OBS. There we are. Okay. Okay, 9, send another message. And we'll see if the fruits of my labor have succeeded or if I have failed and everything is suffering. Well, first of all, let me make sure the print stopped. Okay, thank goodness the print stopped. Why is your head a ball? What? Where is this information being stored that your head is a ball? I'm so confused. I don't understand. 9, why are you a ball? You're supposed to be a Chaos Emerald. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I need something default for this to be text. Oh, and I got 6 bearers. That's cool. Ooh! Ooh, okay. Okay. Here. Get or create player ID. Cannot set head shape. Reason 0. Cannot convert from int to string 5. Okay, so apparently this data is being stored as a string. So, do you want to fight with me? Do you want to continue the fight? 9, do you want to fight for your right to have a diamond head? Because I want to fight for your right to have a diamond head. So, let me find where that code was. Oh my god, hold on. Where is it? Head shape? Head shape. Open containing folder. Player. Why is this not default to open in Sublime Text? Who knows? Who knows? So oh my god, here it is. It's right. It's via string. So this should be stored via string, which makes sense that I do that because I'd want to make it so if I reorganize this enum later, it would still retain the same data. So all I have to do is not even do 5. I just assign head shape right here to a string. And then that should be good, right? Right? Yeah, okay. One more time, 9. Let's do this. Refresh. F9 or F4 or whatever. I don't know. The full screen button that I just have on pure instinct. Now 9. When you join in, there is a possibility you'll have a diamond head. Why is it smooth? Wait, why is it kind of... I mean, that is the correct head. We did it! But why is it smooth? I don't remember. It wasn't smooth last time, was it? I don't know. Well. I suppose you're now a smooth-brained individual, 9. You'll just have to accept this for your new Wait, I need to check something, actually. I just realized I could be in grave danger. How do I... Why can't I use my keyboard? I lost my keyboard. This? Okay, we're fine. We're actually not in grave danger. Okay, alright, that was a fun adventure. I fixed my prints. I gave you a diamond head. Now, the issue is when I set that to 5, it didn't get saved. And so I need to check to make sure. Okay, cool. Your head is still saved as a diamond head. But does everyone else have saved heads? I don't know. Yeah, okay, so whoever this is, what's your name? Let's see. Oh, Emma Lexi had their head set to triangle. So hooray, that is saved. I guess just for some reason, your head was never saved. I still have some unnecessary print statements in here, but it's fine. It's fine. But I started a side game while waiting for people on my primary game. Oh shit, good shit. How goes, what's your side game premise? What is that all about? I say, as I go in and begin. Okay, anyway, yeah, in terms of my thing, though, I realized my whole issue was that I just needed I knew this metadata existed. For the record, I'm pretty sure I even said, hey, there's a metadata to make it so I store like properties from Rust when, you know, it's I guess serialized or transferred or the properties are exposed. Then there's a way to do it, and this is how you do it. You do var usage flags equals storage, and that fixed all my reload problems. So now if I do this and go back, I mean, obviously there's something weird going on there. What the hell is with that? But like everything else is good though. Why is that not? Why is this not being read? That's weird. And like when I even edit this, doesn't. Okay, that's a first fix. Let's fix that right now. Having it so these properties will also refresh the mesh in our chain plane. For this, I just did set links, but I think I could also just do a setter for everything in here, and then that will work. Well, let's see. So because I wanted to create myself brain pain, so I started a Pokemon fan game. What are you making the fan game in? Is it a ROM hack or is it the Pokemon Essentials engine? Because, you know, I used to be somewhat of a Pokemon Essentials user myself back in the day. Pokemon Essentials. I've always wanted to make my own Pokemon Essentials, but for future engines, because it's pretty hype. It's pretty hype, and I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to do. But I guess it'd be a lot of work trying to maintain it. So, it's probably for the best that I never did that. I never went down that plane of reality. Function on. Is there an on set for this? I'm pretty sure there is. Here it is. This will run whenever a property is set. So I can have some code in here that says if property equals, what was it, bottom? No, go back. There we go, bottom. Then we can request a refresh. So self.baseMute request update. And I think that's all I have to do. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I'm gonna straight up sequel to this because I'm gonna sneeze. No, I held it in. I held it back. Woo! Okay. Since I don't want to use water, fire, grass triangle. Oh, right now I'm letting my community decide which triangle to use. Okay. I'm a big fan of the, I think it's ice, steel, ground. Ground would beat steel. Steel would beat ice. Ice would beat ground. Yeah, that's it. Ice, steel, ground. What's another one? I know there's like psychic, dark, fighting could be one. But I feel like that one's a bit unbalanced because Dark is just immune to psychic moves, but Psychic isn't immune to fighting, and then Dark isn't immune to... No, Dark is immune to fighting. You get what I mean. So far, Electric, Water, Ground is winning. Okay. Electric... See, it kind of has the same problem where Electric is kind of nerfed, where Well, I guess it isn't really. You can't hit a ground move with an electric type, but electric type is kind of balanced because electric's only weakness is ground versus water, which has a bunch of weaknesses. So I kind of like that one too. Plus, electric Pokemon are kind of iconic, so that works out pretty well. I don't know. I do like some steel types and ice types, though. I would vote for steel, ice, ground, but that's just me. That's just my personal preference. Do I return false here? False. Wait. False to indicate the property should be handled normally. Okay, cool. Hell yeah. I'm excited to see that. I like Pokemon fan games. Make sure you keep me updated. I was trying to think of like what. Make sure to the what's the opposite of like, follow, and subscribe? Get liked, get followed, and let me know. Then we would have a second vote. Oh, for like the secondary typing of the starters? I'm assuming. Wait, what? Oh, hey, thank you for the bit, Pawn. I'm sorry to say, but your crashing attempts have yet to succeed, and all your other attempts and anything you want to do will fail from this point forward and for the immediate future, because I have taken precautions this time. Unfortunately, precautions that break things, but don't worry about that. No, for who the starters would be. Ah, okay. That's a bit tougher. I feel like all the starters, they should have 3 evolutions, and their final evolutions should all have the same base like stat total to keep it balanced, right? So I think do you have any special criteria for what the starters will be? But beyond that, or is this like any electric, any water, any ground? Can I break it with other means? Or you fixed the other means already, lol? You're free to do whatever you want, Pawn. You're free to experiment to your heart's content. As much as you type whatever you want into your cute little Twitch box. And we'll see what goes down. Because I am fairly confident. I'm fairly confident nothing shall become destroyed. For example, ground, Sandshrew, Cubone, Fanaphy. Oh, water, Psyduck, Krabby, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know which Pokemon that is. Voltorb, Blitzy, Electrike. There'll be no more pissing on me, Pawn, for I have patched all of your things. But like I said, I had to make some sacrifices. There's some bugs. I was working on this right up until stream started, so there might be some issues. I don't think anyone's noticed so far, which is good. If Photogenic was here, it would have been noticed immediately, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's gonna be okay. Look at this. I made a loop-de-loop. I did this by adding the rotation I added last stream that you never even saw because I was so busy trying to get the refresh to work. And right now I can't help but notice that there's this issue with the refresh where I think it's refreshing so fast that it's using the previous version of this property. So I think I gotta do run deferred, request update, and that will make it okay. Oh, it needs a V slice. There, how's that? You don't like that? What's happening? I can't use an empty V slice? Do I have to make it do I have to pass it by reference? What's going on? Hello? What's happening? Oh, it's called deferred. Guys, it's called deferred. My bad. Those are all 2 monotype Pokemon. Ah, I see. But like, not all of them are Pokemon with 3 evolutions. And so shouldn't a starter always have 3 evolutions? I guess is what I'm trying to say. Is what I'm trying to imply. Oh, there we go. Ooh, okay, perfect. Oh, all right. I think I'm finally out of hell. I choose against that to give it a chance. Oh, to give it a challenge. Okay. All right. I see. I see Den. Now let's see if this still breaks bottoms. It doesn't. That's good. In fact, I think the bottom thing was just a matter of issue with refreshes. Let me try a refresh or a reload or whatever this is called. And that still works. Wow. Isn't it crazy how all I had to do is add that property and now I don't even need the add-on reload. It just, it works. Wait, did I break it? Okay, that broke it. No, why? Okay, there. Who's texting me? Steam? Red Dead Redemption is on sale. Go enjoy now. So far, my personal choices: Fanfi, Krabby, and Electrike. What's Electrike again? That's the one that's for Electivire, and like the baby one. Oh no, I'm an idiot. That's a dog one. Oh crap. Manetric. Right. Okay. That is a good lineup, though. Those three are kind of like in the same vibe and balance of what you would expect for the three trainers. I think your character looks at us more often now, somehow. I have not changed it at all. It is completely random. But, yeah. In fact, it's so not random that it's not random at all. It's based on a pre-generated noise texture that should be running on the same noise every stream. In fact, technically, I think the floating is... Wait, I guess you're talking about the head. The head wobble and it's shifting around, that might be random. I don't remember. That might be... I have to go check that out. Is it all deterministic? Is everything just the same? Is there any destiny? Is there any free will? Or is everything just the same every time? This and more. Answers coming soon to Some Randev's stream. Chain plane. I've done it. You ever just complete things, now you're just at the top of the world and you think, well, what is there now? Do 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 do. How are you enjoying your sit there, Pawn? Oh, it's this song again. Okay. This feels so weird. I don't even know where to begin now that I have a whole blank slate ahead of me. Let's go ahead and do UVs. Like I said, I was gonna do 2 streams ago. It's a little scary, but it's going to be okay. Step 1 is to set a material in chain plane for this, and then also a scale. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Export. Wait. Fuck. Sorry, the music's kind of quiet for me. Actually, wait, I don't even need the material. Because they set the material in the Mesh Instance 3D. So we don't need that. We just need the UV scale for the plane. Export UV scale. And then this, I don't know, we can make it a vector 2 for now. Okay. Well, before we do that, let's go ahead. Are you going to crash? This is exactly how last stream started, by the way. This is how the hell that was last stream started. Is I thought things were fixed. I thought I fixed things off stream. And then I came to the stream and things crashed. Why? Why? How come this never happens when I'm off stream? What the fuck? Okay. It's fine though. It's totally fine. Well, here's what I should. First things first. I don't need this add-on anymore, so I'm gonna remove that. Ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da. And after restart, Oh, crap. It keeps doing that. All right. So, let's give this a material. Something iconic and distinct that I can check is repeating. I guess right here, right? Do I have any textures? I should have one. Is this quick load? I do, the cave. Okay. All right. So this will tell me. Here's what I want to happen. I want this texture to repeat relative to the flat. Like, I don't know the right English words to describe this. But if you were to triplanar this texture, here, let me do it. Let me show you what the issue is. UV1, triplanar. Notice how when it goes up like this, there's stretching and there's all this kind of bullshit. If I do a world planar, does it change? No, it still stretches here because the world planar can only do its best estimates based on its alignment with an X, Y, or Z axis. So it's still going to be stretching even though this should just be a straight line in terms of how the UVs are unwrapped. So right now I need to procedurally handle it in a way where this texture is unwrapped and scaled consistently throughout the whole track. Is this technically the first thing you have worked on in this project, or is the player fully set up or just partially? The player that I'll use for this project has not been set up at all. This is the very first thing I'm working on, which is a good thing because I could probably pivot if I change my vibe or if I feel like doing something else. But right now, for no matter anything I create in the future, I'm going to want to have these level tools. So, yeah, I do plan to do a lot of player development off stream once I have this going and once I have my Twitch interface fixed and working properly and no issues with that. And so I have no other distractions to worry about. But until then, you are correct. This is the first thing I've done. And of course, like with everything, I always think this is going to be so much easier to do. I set a goal for finishing this last week, but we're kind of, if it weren't for those catastrophic streams of complete bullshittery, this would have been done. I will mostly be good. No, I needed to break them because I don't want it to be broken when I'm not in the mindset of stream development. So please do your best. I am so happy we figured out the text formatting thing. That would have been sucking if I was hard locked in to this and I had to deal with that for a day. Alright, let's UV unwrap. Let's remove all that. I guess I don't even need to do my own scaling because I have UV scaling here. But even then, it would be nice to have. Is it here now? Yeah, UV scale. Okay, this should probably default to 1. Init value equals vector to 1. Let's recompile you. Now, did the crash happen because I recompiled? Let's see. Oh no, that worked. And this is all fine, and even this pops up still if I just leave and come back, I think. It doesn't. Wait, no. I need, ooh! I just need to select something, and that makes it work. Okay. All right, okay. Let's UV unwrap. This is going to be done here in create mesh array. So the mesh generation is done inside links 3, and then this is where I add squares. Okay. How do I tackle this? Add square, and in here I add face. God, this is complicated. I have mesh builder face, which is added to faces. And then where is faces processed? Okay, it's here, inside build array, where I add indexes to the context. What is? God damn! God damn, what was I doing? What the hell? Okay, this is added to the surface tool? Okay. So, whenever I add a face, where are these faces being processed? What? Wait. Build context, and then we're iterating through the faces here. Okay, then get vertex index is a caching function that caches the indexes and adds them to the surface tool. But I need a way to associate UVs with these vertices. Therefore, I think I need to add some more data to the face object, which is this. Mesh builder faced kind. See, then I have this issue where I need to add more data to these enums, which are already unlabeled. Alright. I mean, there is an obvious answer. There was an obvious answer to all of this. I should have a new struct called vertex and UV, and that contains the vertex, which is the vec3, and then the UV, which is the vec2. The reason I have vec3 and vec2s is so that I can order them. But because now that I need a vec2, I need to now have ordering for vec2. Cool, so let me go ahead and create a new vec2 file. Who's texting me? I wonder if I should make a macro for this, because this is a lot. Vec2, and then same code but without the Z. Wow, that is a lot of repetition. Alright. But now, what is the point of any of this? Because I'm not even comparing them directly. I now have to... Oh my god, wait. Okay, so maybe I could just do derive here. Derive... partial equality, and what do I want? What are these using? These are using partial ORed. That's what I need. I need ORed and partial ORed. Okay, cool. And now let me use it in the map. Helper functions, it is lol. Nah. We don't need those. We don't need those. We have the power of Rust on our side. What else do we need in life? Maybe better imports here. Okay. Wait, no, this seems to be vec3 or vec2. So is this allowed inside of a map now? Wait, this was never needed inside the map. Toss helper functions out the window. God script it is. You fucking bet. You fucking bet. You fucking bet. You fucking bet. Now I put these in here, and now I have to redo all this code. In fact, I didn't even do any of that. I didn't do any of that. Okay. All right. But now I need to create a new constructor. Func new. These two arguments returns self. That is not an arrow. Self. Vertex. UV. Okay. So I can do vertex and UV. Thank goodness I had these already as constructors. Okay, add square, and then we also need to add the UVs. Sick. Okay. UA, UB, UC, UD, vector 2, vector 2, vector 2. Oh, this is so repetitive. No. UA, UB, UC, UD. There has to be a better way. Arguments of this function are incorrect. Oh, because they need to be vec2s. No. We can make this a vector 3 and vector 2. And then we can wrap it with vec3. Even though this doesn't even be vec2 anymore, we'll keep it for now, just in case. I need to label them, so vec3. UV. There. Easy peasy. Lemon fucking squeeze. What's next? What's next? Add square. Takes 9 arguments of 5 per supply. So I have to repeat this all over. Oh my god, this is not worth it anymore. UC, UD, UA, UB. Maybe I push up. Well, what do? This data needs to be passed, and this is the only way to pass it. I'm sorry to say. Give vertex index. What is this? Oh, because these need to be dot vertex now. Dot vertex. Well, at least I can handle this. So dot vertex, vertex. Dot vertex, dot vertex, dot vertex, dot vertex. And then, is this where these are being... So, okay, so these are adding here. But I also need to add the UV at this point as well. So I guess I need to pass vector and UV here anyway. Vertex and UV. Vertex and UV. Vertex data, I guess I'll call it. And then vertex. And then add vertex. Vertex into inner. Surface tool, add UV. There has to be an add UV, right? Add. There's no add UV. Are you serious right now? Are you fucking serious? Why? Wait. Why? Surface tool. Surface tool, you fucked me once again. Okay, gotta turn this on. Close other tabs. Godot surface tool. Okay, surface tool. Why is there no way to add a UV? UVs. ST surface tool set UV. Oh, you do it before the vertex. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. I even did it right here with the set group. I don't know why I missed that. Set UV. Okay, and this is UV into inner. Alright. And then I need to insert this thing right here. Okay. And then here I just gotta pass... Well, what's this? Oh. Vertex. What do I do for UVs here? Max? Wait, what is this? Set smooth... Oh, this is where I'm just adding that. Okay, that's fine. There we go. And then here, I just do what I had before. I pass ABC, A, B, C, D. And then it's going to say there's an error, but not really. Not really. And then we go back to chain plane, and we just have to pass this UV data here. No, not here, but in phase 3. Okay. Next question, fellow human beings. Oh my gosh, sir, you should have seen what I just ate. What did you just eat? Did you not take a picture if it was that amazing? You're gonna reject your capability, your technological accessibility to record the amazing things you do in life? And it was with people? Oh, that's fair. I feel that. I wouldn't take a picture of my food in front of people, but don't do that emoji, by the way. We're having some emoji issues today, so don't worry about that. Actually, if I didn't say anything, you might not have noticed, because that's how single emojis usually look. Damn. So what was it then? What did you consume today, Photogenic? What went into your... Oh, it was a whole pork rib, barbecue style. It does sound good. Whole pork rib. Slow roast? Was this like coming off the bone? Oh, that sounds so good, actually. Meow! Hello, Juji! How's it going? I'm coding. Yes, why would you make me hungry like that? I had to like fast eat in preparation for stream because I was so hard locked in to fixing some stream interface features. One of which was the first redeem is fixed. You can first redeem. No one has a hat right now because I forgot to give it back to 9 after it got redeemed and I had to reset. But here, let me fix that. Gooblers, Goober, visuals. What is this? Who's texting me? Uh-oh, just Pawn typing in Discord. Okay, I'm muting that. No more distracted person. Skeleton, modify, hat, turn on hats. Okay, there we go. VAR usage flags equal storage? Really? Yes, I was talking about that. Why is Rust so fun? That's not a Rust fault. It's a fault with the... It's not even a fault. It's my fault for not knowing that I need to expose the properties when the object is like reloaded in GDScript. I knew this was something that happened too because I read it. In my head, I knew that, hey, when I reload the GD extension, I know for a fact that its publicly accessible reflective GDScript exposed properties are transferred over. So I need some way to expose them that way. And I didn't know how, because they weren't nodes, so you can't use export. And you can use var, but var wasn't working. I had to store var, and I knew that was a thing. You saw me type var storage. That just wasn't the right syntax. It's var usage flag storage, which is up to the library, not Rust, but okay. By the way, thank you for telling me. Thank you so much, Photogenic. I swear to God, motherfuckers never say anything. Okay, how's that? It is kind of loud, isn't it? I'm looking at the audio levels. Well, here's the thing. Well, I don't know. It should be louder. I haven't liked how quiet it is through my streams currently, so I've intentionally turned it up for the record. So if you're saying it's louder than it usually is, that is intentional. But if it's loud to the degree where you can't hear me, then it's a problem. And also, it's kind of song dependent. So, yeah. Yeah, just to let you know, I did some audio testing before I started stream, so I feel pretty confident at where it's at. Photo Surge says has bugs. Did you see them? In the Twitch interface, you can literally see them right now. I've just been exposed for the issues on the Twitch interface currently. What if one day I'm like, hey guys, the Twitch interface has bugs, and then like bugs start crawling out the side of the screen, and they're like really creepy and they start killing you guys? That's what I should do. Maybe we should make this like a horror game that's in the Twitch interface where creepy things crawl in from the sides and take people. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Why didn't I think of that? Crap, now I can't do it because I just told you all that happens. Like the bug where the emotes are squished and not duplicated and there's a random green bar on the emote. Hey, for the record, the emotes are duplicated. They're just all on top of each other in the same spot, so you can't see the other ones. But they are all there. I wasn't listening, so you do you. Okay, wait, hold on. Photogenic, you asked what sum1 does? In Rust, you have, this means I'm passing the number 1 to a type that can receive none. So, if you have, let a equals 1, this is an int, so an i32. But if I want to be able to represent a as being nullable or like storing nothing, you could do let b be an option i32, and then this can either store none, which would be what null is typically in your traditional programming languages, or you could pass it a number. But you can't pass a number like this. You have to wrap it with sum to represent this is the sum case for option, because option is an enum with a case for sum and a case for none, and sum stores the data. That is t, which is, the generic type of option. Hope that helps. Okay, Rust. Wajat? Rust is annoying to work with in my experience. Trying to randomly generate a number and couldn't do it, unlike in Java, Python, C++, C, C#. Juji, that's what I call a skill issue. Here's how you generate a random number. It's rand thread RNG this package isn't installed. But you need to install the package. It's easy. Just do this. Doesn't do it right. Is there not like a built-in random? I mean, it depends on the library you're using. For Godot, I could just do Godot. What is it? Godot. I forgot the classes. But I know there's a random. Oh, I swear if I had rand installed, this would be so easy. I don't know. Randoms are complicated. You can't just generate a random arbitrarily in Rust. You need to understand the complexity of Don't stare at me with that emo. If I had the rand packet, okay, fine. You go into here, you type in cargo add rand, you install the rand package, and then you go into your code and you type rand thread. No, it's not rand. It's is it make RNG? We could just do. Oh, it's just RNG now. They changed it. Look, they changed the API. But you do RNG and then what is it? Range? Here it is, random range. And in random range, you put in a range of whatever types you want. So you can do 0.0 to 2.0, and this will generate a float from 0 to 2, or you can use ints. So you would do, like 2.200, and that'll generate a number from 2 to 200. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it in Rust. Because we don't say sum 132, it just thinks it's none. Well, if you don't put sum 132, it just gives you an error and tells you to wrap it with sum. See, if I do, well, here, I'll show you. If I do 1, it'll say, hey, you can't well, it has another error right now, so I can't show you. But if I do option 1, 2, 3, it'll say, hey, wrap this with sum. Here you go, look. Or it says expected option I32. And so you'll need to make it an option. You can also do .into if you want to convert it into an option that way, and that still works. Fuck-ass none type. Stop exposing my broken emoji system, Juji. I hope that cargo. Nice triangle. Thanks for the tries, but also it is hard for no reason, Lamau. No, I don't accept. I don't accept this. It's not no reason. There's a great reason. I don't know if well, it is. Okay, if you said C++, as if C++ isn't hard as shit to generate a random number. Generate random. I don't think I've ever generated a random number outside of. Okay, I guess with C++ you could use C libs, and then you could use rand. But like rand is worse. Rand you have to do the rand like that and do the modulus and bullshit, and that's even worse. IMO. Random number generators go brrr. Just use std time system time now. Duration since time Unix epoch unwrapped subsec nanos. Yeah, obviously. What's wrong with that? You put all of your unimported full paths in there to make it look worse than it actually is. But you would just import system time, and it would just be system time now. And then you would do duration since and import Unix epoch, and you would just use Unix epoch. This is not an argument. The way I generate random numbers is by taking an arbitrary binary string from the computer to generate the number. Okay, but where do you get this arbitrary binary string? And the range I get is from 0 to -2 to the power of x. Don't forget to shift those bits. You all tire me out. I think I fucked up this function. I think add square shouldn't take the UVs. In retrospect, it shouldn't take the UVs. Because I need to generate the UVs based on the vector positions. So I need to have access to those positions anyway. This isn't gonna work at all. What the hell do I do right now? What the shit? now is I only want to unwrap UVs for the top plane chain first. And then from there, god damn, my audio is loud. Wait, why is this song up to -24? God damn, that shouldn't be that loud. Y'all, is my audio fine? Let me know if the music's too loud. Like it shouldn't be up to -24 for that song. Because my voice goes up to -24. So that means me and the fucking background music are fighting. And then I get to this song, which is stuck at -30. Oh, you see photogenic? This is why I need to have the system where I just make it so the peaks are never above a certain threshold. Why isn't that a thing built into OBS? Why isn't there like a filter that I could say, hey, scale this music down so whenever you hit a peak that's above a certain threshold, you scale it so that peak. Sorry, I drank a lot of water, so I'm all burpy. You would hit no. I'm not saying you truncate the sounds. I'm saying once you hit like -18, start scaling the song down so that -18 would have been -24 or -30, and then the rest of the song is scaled down by that amount. Right? Why not? Why not? Don't stare at me with a rainbow cat, Juji. You know it would be good. You could appreciate it. You're also just a streamer. It would make sense. Everyone would gain happiness, and society would be fixed. I'm gonna fill these with vector 2 zeros because I don't give a shit anymore. And then okay, so for this, the UVs are relative to the previous ones. That's what defines the UVs. Well, even then, don't I have to repeat what the UVs? Oh, fuck. Oh, this isn't gonna work at all. Because I have this really complicated system for calculating the UVs that caches the vertices. But that's not really what I want here. Because I know for a fact. Oh, man. Okay. They have to know your number you use to shift the bits, but with random is always beatable at the moment. I did read something about them just discovering how to do true random, but I think that was on quantum machines. With how sound works, if you scale down a loud sound, then the quiet noises are also scaled down, which means that you have to have a normal volume at which it approximates, but increments or decrements its scaling based on local mins and max, which makes it weird for music. Thank you for the meow, Juji. I need this in my time of need. By the way, I gotta uninstall cargo remove rand. Okay, I removed the rand, so now we don't have to worry about that. The true random is the friends we made along the way. Just kidding. You said the true random is making a vacuum and counting particles. There's no such thing as true random. Any particles we see that are random, we just don't understand them enough yet. I'm sure with enough time, we could eventually understand the cause and effect for all quantum particles. There, that's my take I just made up right now. I gotta be honest. All quantum particles move that way because I just make them move that way. It's the truth. It's just how it is. I'm sorry to reveal this information to the world. I'm fucking sucking up my presence modifies quantumness. According to your current understanding, I understand all. God, talking about quantum physics is way easier than writing this code. Last state is gen state, and then I need to do UVs, which is gonna be 2 vector 2s, and then SRG, some rand god. That's fucking right. Don't forget it. I define all. What am I gonna make these? Vector 2. Wait, what am I gonna do here? Wait. So for the first one, it needs to be vertex vector 0, and then a vector 2 based a vector 2 based on the offset of self right. So wouldn't that just be self-right? No, it'd be self-right minus self-left. Right? But these are in 3D space. Oh my god, they're in 3D space. I actually don't have it. I don't have it in my... Are you a benevolent, all-knowing, and all-powerful entity? I don't know about benevolent, but the other stuff, yeah. I'm a whimsical, evil, all-powerful entity. That is why when you bend down, your knees hurt. I did that. I invented that. You know, it's pretty epic. It's my favorite invention so far. I'm thinking about open sourcing it. Knee pain. I wrote it in Pascal. Anyway, I don't know what to do here. I mean, so these twos, left and right, are always going to be like, they're gonna be in a way, I don't know how to describe it. They're gonna be in a line. And so I think that line dictates what the orientation for them is. You know? So I think I just do the distance for the X for these. So like, you know, self, left, distance to self, right. I know I could use distance squared and bullshit, but you know, we're testing right now. We're doing things. Let me cook. So you're an all-knowing, all-powerful entity with unknowable goals and reasoning, meaning eldritch. Yeah, that explains me pretty well. Are you looking at me? I'm a freaking red thing with a TV head. But you know, we call it a TV head, but I existed before TVs. So, and then, you know, humans put this label of TV onto my head, which existed long before TVs did. So how dare I be called a TV? And brooms, that is true. Actually, no, I did pick this broom up at Goodwill. This is an authentic human broom. But that's besides the point. That is besides the point. I sit here in my form, and you laugh. And you laugh at me. Are your feet lickable? Don't lick my feet. They're not. Don't lick them. I need a redeem where if you get too close to my feet, I like pull my feet up. Like, get the fuck away! No. Okay, so I know at the very least, this and this. These should be the last two, and then up here I need to create new vectors. Vector. Speed and magnitude. Oh yeah. Where's the bow point redeem? Was there a bow point redeem at one port? The goober should walk over to you and start bowing. Bowing. Bowing to you. I guess there is a bow emote, so that would make sense. Or I guess it's supposed to be like a nodding emote. You're so right. Bow to pray. Yeah, and it gives you like +1 social credit in this universe. Okay, that's easy to do. I'll do that. And then it can like double as like a dodge move for when a big entity is about to kill you or something in this world. That's totally gonna be a thing that I create. You'll see. You will see. Okay, y'all, I gotta lock in for a second. So now that I have these UVs, I now need to use the distance. How do I account for tilts? How do I account for rotations? Relative. Good sir, drinking fluids. I always do. You know I do. You know I love my fluids down my throat. Anywho, I suffer. Call me dinner the way I be suffering. Broke Godot. Everyone is. That's how you eat food and survive, photogenic. It's not a weird thing. It's not a weird thing, I'm telling you. Anyway, Pawn, how'd you break Godot? I think everyone's seen me break Godot like 500 times. but I do like to revel in the laughter of watching other people break Godot. It entertains me. So do I increment the X? No, the Y, based on the distance from the original, and then the 0 is based on what? How do I define 0 of this new UV? I knew this is gonna be a problem I hit. This is tough. Oh man, I might need to bring in the transformations and then use that information to figure out how to unwrap the, well, for now, let's just do something simple. Let's do vector 3, new. So the first one, this will be 0, but then the Y is going to be the distance from self.left, distance to this. No, not this. This. And then this will be this distance. So it'd be this UVs. No, it needs to be this, because this is a new value. And then this should only be... Fuck, wait, no, I need the old... Wait, what? It should be context... What was it? Context.last state is what I want here. Oh my god, okay. Context last state, and then this will be new state UV0. And then distance to, this will be right 1. Okay, and these need to be vector 2s. What is this? Why are you giving me shit? Expected F32 found vector 2? Oh. No, this needs to be .x. Okay. And then this needs to be a float. And now we should be good for now. Except we also need to add these values from last time. So add that. And then add this. Okay. This might work. Dude, I heard incrementing S, and I was going to yell at you to not touch standard deviation with other values. I'm so cooked. I can do what I want with my standard deviation. If anyone needs help with statistics, please let me do it. True. And if anyone needs help with game dev, please never contact me. Don't ever ask me any questions. I don't know the answer. Alright. Okay, so this is something. Gets a little wonky over here. But that's okay. It's a start. Okay. This is a start. Can I scale it? Ooh, you bet I can. But then why does it do this? What is up with this? That shouldn't do that. I don't think. Right? I'm only using distances. So none of this should be. Oh, would you like to be part of a random 1-hour game dev competitions? I may be pawn, and then you make the other value to its variable. That sounds interesting. I heard someone else was doing that, or used to do that. I forgot their name. There was like a Twitch streamer that Moon often raids into that was talking about doing, or they used to do 1-hour game jams or dev competitions. I feel like I would kill in a 1-hour dev competition. Especially now that I have my tool for generating 3D levels this fast. I'd make like a monkey ball game, and you would roll around, and it'd be great. And everyone would love it. And I'd get 5 stars on Itch.io. If only this fucking texture unwrapping will work. If only. Why is this? Okay, so let's look at what's happening here. So, but this is Game Dev TV. They are looking for people to do random videos with, lol. Who? Hyper Game Dev used to do. Yeah, that's who it is. Game Dev TV. Who the hell are those? And they make videos with it? Make videos with? I don't know. Is that like, are you talking about GameDev.tv? Game Dev TV with 58+K subscribers on YouTube? Interesting. Huh. The more you know. Where's the link for that? Where's that in? I would like to know more about this competition you've proposed to me, Pawn, if that is your real name. The Reading Rainbow. The more you know. Oh, I know why this might be happening. Okay, so the new state UVs hasn't updated yet, so I need to set these to new state.uvs. New state, UVs, this. Do this, .0, .1, and now, I don't know if that'll fix it. That was an issue with my intentions. So now we no longer have that issue. Let's go ahead and... Ooh! Okay. This is what I want. This is what I intended. Perfectly... It's not scaled good on the Y, but right now on the X, it is scaled consistently, which is what I was looking for. Okay. Alright, that's good. That's so good. Okay. And here's what I can do. Here's what I can fucking do, guys. Oh! I know what the answer is. I know what the fucking answer is. Because I was wondering how I could measure this offset from here to here. Because there could be other transformations that fuck with that offset beyond just changing the width. So I don't just want to directly read the width. But I can't read the width. Because I just have raw vertex values. But what I can do is I can compare this distance with this distance. And that'll tell me the ratio that I need to add to, I guess like the difference you would use. That needs to tell me the difference from this last one that I shift the X by. Just take the deltas though. LOL. Do you have an email on your YouTube for them to reach out to? I will pass your information to the community manager. I'm a mod for their Discord. Oh, hey, nice. Yeah, Pawn. Go to my YouTube channel. There is a there's an email there that you can use. At some randev on YouTube. I mean, my link should be there. And if you go to more links, yeah, here it is. Email somerandev.contact@gmail.com. So yeah, hell yeah. I am interested a little bit, just a tiny bit interested, as a free treat. Just a tiny bit interested. Just a little bit interested. Do you check that email? I do, and I get a lot of spam to it. So please feel free to send me wholesome things and cool things so I can look at things that aren't just spam. Thanks. GG. I need to like filter it. I get like a lot of like attempts to hack me that are really obvious, and I just don't know how to respond. I responded to one of them like, ha ha ha, better luck next time, but then more just came flooding in, so maybe I shouldn't have said anything. I should send you statistic facts via email. You can do that. I'll enjoy your statistical factual information, but why email when you could just tell me, oh yeah, you're added. Get jailed. Well, gamers that aren't jailed, let's figure this out. So I have the distance right here, which I think I should just like store in a variable. Left, right, distance equals this. And then I'll use that here. In fact, I think I'll just put this in the else for this. Else this. Then I can reuse this here. Left, right, distance. So that's more readable. Just Godot, or would you use other things? Godot, Unity, Unreal are the ones they use. I would use Godot. I mean, I am an explorative person who likes to try engines for fun, but for a 1 hour game competition... Oh, is this one of these things where you pass the game around? Like, it's one of those collabs where someone works on it for an hour, and then another person works on it for an hour? That way we all need to use the same engine? Oh, no. Okay, then... Yeah, probably Godot, because that's the one I'm most familiar with. I would want to try, like, Bevy or some weird engine that I'm less familiar with, but the issue is, if I only have an hour of time, I can't be wasting time gaining knowledge and other info. I don't know, maybe I got, like, train. It is a Unity versus Unreal versus Godot. Oh! Oh! I like that idea. Godot would fucking... Oh, I'd slaughter with Godot. Easily best game. Oh, not even close. Just saying, this is all hypothetical, but if you need a very experienced Godot developer, I mean, here I am, doing crazy shit with Godot already. I like to think it's crazy, at least. I like to think it's interesting. I guess you haven't really seen me do any actual game dev stuff, but I promise you I'm a good game developer. If you go to my YouTube and you go to my shorts, and you go to my second YouTube channel and go to my shorts, and there's some 3D Godot game dev shenanigans that show my capabilities. Yeah. Okay, now that I have this distance, I probably cache the last distance too. UVs, vertex distance, and that's gonna be a real. God, this is so real. You're so real for that. News. Well, I could probably just store this in here now, like this, and that way I can use it like this, and then this. Okay, and then I can use that to offset the X, because now I have last state vertex distance minus new state vertex distance, and then I need to divide that by 2. So, and then I'll call this let X offset equals this. And then I can use X offset in here, and then this will be X offset plus that, I think. And then let's see how that goes. What's a trusted adult, by the way, sir? I don't know. I just wanted to... Oh, what? That's not correct. I don't know. I heard there are these things that you tell whenever something bad happens to you. Like me right now doing game dev. God, I fucking hate game dev. Game dev, am I right, fellow gamers? It's when the code doesn't work, lol. Put that on your r/programming memes. Why doesn't this work? When the code actually doesn't work, though. So put that on a t-shirt. Hell yeah, you get me. You understand me. When the code... When you forget the semicolon. Oh my god, someone told me that recently. Like, oh my god, yeah, coding is so tough. Don't you hate when you forget the semicolon? It's like, no. What are you talking about? My editor tells me immediately. My code editor will tell me immediately the exact position where I'm missing a semicolon at. If I miss a semicolon, okay, this is a bad example because Rust allows no semicolon there. But if I did one here, it would let me know that there's no semicolon. So that's not relatable at all. That would never be a thing I'm stuck on. What are you talking about? When your code doesn't work. What do you mean when you missed a semicolon? Someone told me that recently. It's something I always make fun of. I don't know. It's pretty funny. Information passed. All right, let me open it live on stream on my phone, and I'll flip it in front of the camera so everyone can see the details. I'm joking, but I am curious a tiny bit. What's the runtime error for using colon instead of in place of semicolon? I don't know. Let's find out. So statements are terminated with a semicolon. See, isn't that cool how Rust has like really smart error messages? That's one of the things it's known for, is having like really good, smart, and human error explanations. Put that beneath the quotes? What? Put quotes? What quotes? Where? These are quotes? I don't know. Let me... Okay, while you're figuring out your gotcha, let me test my code here to see if things function. Output. 0, 0, 0, 0. I mean, these all look right. I don't know why it's doing this, though. Is it because I'm adding the opposite? But they should cancel out, so I don't know why it would do that. Should it be this minus this? Let's give it a shot. When your code doesn't work, colon statements are ended with a semicolon. Oh. Yeah, for the shirt. What is going on here? It's weird how it, like, gets fucked so fast. Okay. Oh my god, when the code doesn't, when your procedural mesh generation UV unwrapping doesn't function properly, put that on on his shirt. Oh, welcome in, Dazu. Thank you for the highlighted message. I'm glad that still works. Cool. I love unreadable errors like core RID H165 condition not ID map as PRID get data is true. Returned __ null. Kappa Kappa Goose says photogenic. Hey, Marmalade. Oh my god. Yes, I'm actually doing visual shit. I'm actually doing something interesting for once. I fixed all my reloading crashing bullshit. Aren't we so happy? Isn't this so cool? I'm trying to make this texture unwrap nicely on my thing. It's not going great right now. I don't know why though. I need a simpler mesh. I have to delete all this. Which is easy to do with my new UI or existing UI because I click this and I hit delete. Or I click this and I hit delete. Delete, delete, delete. Okay. So even this doesn't look right because it gets like stretchier. Do you see that? Wait. Do you notice how it's like it's a triangle? Do you notice how the triangle... What? Wait. Even this is not correct. Why though? Why is it not correct? Or is that how it should be? You can clearly see the split in the triangle. And it's like flipped for some reason. But how... we are not just putting Godot print a bunch on places today. Yes, we are not. Which is something we needed to do. That was the only way to handle that in that other issue. I think you need to stop stretching your mesh. Tile it instead. No. I'm not gonna do that because you don't want a lot of triangles in your game. That's the other thing. That's the other like relatable thing. It's like when there's too many triangles in your mesh in game dev. Oh my god. Hashtag so relatable. Hashtag I know things. I know things. Okay, here's the real issue, photogenic, is that the difficulty of tiling the mesh using triangles is the same level of difficulty as it would be to just do this, which is the way better solution. So that is why. See, look, okay, so here you can also see the triangle split. Do you see that? Why does it do that? But sure. I don't know. There's an easy answer here. I'm just dumb. Have you considered that? Have you thought about that? You know what it is? You know what it could be? Is that the order of the triangles is wrong. Like, in add square, I add a square here. Okay, no, I add... Where is it? Here's where squares are added. A, B, C, D. But... And then it's added with these indexes. But maybe these indexes are not... Are the opposites? Like, maybe I want D, A, B? I don't know if that's going to matter, actually. But I think the normal of the indices there can affect the outcome of these triangles. I don't think that's the case at all. Maybe? Well, if they were flipped, it'd be inside out, which is not what I want. Why does it look like that? Oh my god, it looks like that just because that's what the UV... It's a UV issue. It's 100% a UV issue. Just don't overlap the triangles. Easy. I'm trying. I mean, they're not overlapped. These are two triangles side by side. I think. But there's some split there. Because I think that one of these vertices is off. This one right here. It like goes in. I need an easier texture to read this with. Let's make a new texture. That's another problem, is I don't really have a good texture for this. So let's make it like a 64 by 64 texture. Red. We'll make it just like, white with a red arrow. I even did this for my thumbnails for a stream because I knew I was going to have to make this eventually. So that. And then we're going to save it. 3D level tools. I guess we'll do add-ons. And then, well, no, I want to put it in the game, actually. So let's go Mimic Godot project. Visual assets. Temp. MP. What am I trying to say? PNG. I'm gonna EP time. Yeah, you're all good. Thank you for stopping by, Photogenic. Sorry, my streams are always during your EP time. But, have fun. Is that an explosion? Why are you exploding on EP? Line. Yeah. You can never put me in line. I'm a rebel. You'll never at me. Wait. I did also... No, this should be fine. This should be fine. Quick load arrow. Okay, there we go. Now I can much more prominently see the distortion up here. Look at that. That is not correct. This is correct. That looks perfect. But then this is all stretched here for some reason. Why? Here's why. Oh my god, here's why. Oh my god, it like my brain just unlocked the solution by looking at that. I like understand now. It's because of the second vertex. Its distance thing is not consistent. Why isn't it? I don't know. But we're getting distance left to right. Like that. And then X offset should be 0 here. So these two UV should be the same. But they aren't. They aren't. And I can prove it. 'Cause I'm going to print out every left from this point forward. Or I guess it's a right UV. Right UV? Am I right, fellow UVs? No, I actually want this to be 0. And then this needs to have this. Okay. Here we go. Lol popped in someone's random stream as they were leaving them. Thanks for watching me. You're welcome. Generate planes using 2D image. I don't want to do that. That sounds scary. I don't want to. I'm going to print out more. I'm going to Godot print like Pawn always makes fun of me for doing instead. Don't even know who they were, but they had like 1 viewer. Oh, well, I hope they had a good time. Why are you looking at other people's streams? You should only watch my streams forever and ever and ever. It would be fun, not gonna lie. I'm not quite sure what you mean by generating planes using a 2D image. You mean like generating a mesh plane where it's built upon the image, so it would be like a flat mesh that's based on a picture. I could probably do that. I think that's already a thing that exists in Godot too. There's a map using pixels. What? Oh, you mean like sort of like a landscape tool that is based on, it's like the height map is based on the image. I'm waiting for Hyper to go live, lol. I got to go mod for a stream. Oh, crap. Really? Well, it is what it is. If you must mod, I understand completely. You must do what you have to do, Pawn. Enjoy your modding. Not quite. I'm sorry I don't understand, Juji. I'm sorry. You can generate a map as in a world map using pixels. Each pixel is a tile. You can generate a map as in a world map using pixels. Each pixel is a tile. Okay. I'm still not quite sure I understand. Because each pixel is a tile. I guess I mean like just generate like a mesh like this, a flat mesh based on the picture. Not live yet. I have a feeling it's crashed after doing like 3 14 to 20 hour streams back to back. I did notice Hyper was on for a long time, or it's like usually on for long periods of time. I could never. I see. The issue is that I want like, I don't want this to be flat. I mean, I could do that, but I don't want to make, I don't, yeah, I could. The answer is I could. The answer, I'm making it more complicated than it needs to be. I totally could do that. And that would be a helpful tool. So maybe I might do that. But I still want an ability to like twist and rotate things in 3D space. That's a big thing I have with a tool like this. I want to be able to generate, structures that are 3D, I guess. But I guess I could also do a thing where like it is a height map too, where the color dictates how high it goes up and down, on top of being defined by the drawing. Hysteria map using pixels. That is an image. You always overcomplicate the simple thing. But it's fun. It's fun, Juji. It's so much fun to complicate things. Don't, it's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's my favorite pastime. I just like it. I just think it's neat. You know? Anyway, I printed the wrong UV. This needs to be 1. Is my music still playing? It is. Thank you, music, for playing. I'm gonna go print again. 2, 4, 6. See, that's not right. That's not right at all. How's it getting that? Huh? So it's X offsets, which should be 0, plus new state vertex distance. What? What? But it's always 0. So new state vertex distance? Is that getting bigger somehow? If things were never overcomplicated, new things would never be discovered. I'm sure there's some things that could be discovered that aren't overly complicated. But I suppose in the world of science, that is the case. Oh! Oh my god, I figured it out! Okay. It's because I'm adding this, the last UV to this. So, this should be relative to this UV. Or more specifically, I need this, the Y of these to be relative to the last UV, because the X relativeness is already being applied with X offset. So it'd be this dot Y plus this, and then this 0 dot Y plus this, and then everything is magically fixed now, except, no, wait. Now everything is magically fixed. Watch this, it's gonna blow y'all's mind. This is gonna blow your minds. Oh! Okay. And then my shit is, no, it's over here. Oh, I thought my shit wasn't working for a second. I have to go up here. Is it not beautiful? Do you not love this? I mean, you say the drawing thing, Juji, but check out how easy I can do like a loop-de-loop with my new system. I create a single. I create an offset. Okay, where's my offset? Why isn't it working? Oh, I haven't. No, wait, what? Where is it? It should be here. Okay, that was weird. That wasn't working. Okay, there it is, my offset. And then I do a tilt, like that. And then I do like 40 of them, and it does that. And then I shift it. I don't do Y. I shift it to the X. And then it shifts it over to the X like that. Look at that. Look at that. That's a lot of loop-de-loops. It might be too many. Let's make it like -1. And then make the tilt like 20. Or maybe 10. Ooh. Okay, and then this needs to be... Oh, it's getting laggy. Oh, God. Are we hitting limits? Oh, I think we're going to be hitting the performance limit of mesh generation. Oh, crap. But what matters? What matters, my dear gamers? Why is it so laggy right now? Oh, because it's printing bajillion things. Look at that. It has like, oh, fuck, the console log. It's going into that. So I was like, I'm pretty sure I've tested way more triangles in this, and it's been fine. But look at that. Look at that. Now the texture unwraps perfectly as a, nice. Now how do you walk on them? Well, Juji, the game I'm working on is a Momentum 3D platformer. And if you run fast enough, you can just walk on any surface. And so it's kind of like Sonic, where you just like run in a loop as long as you're running fast enough. This is basically just Sonic. I'm making a Sonic game. Was that not obvious? I'm sorry. I didn't know. I guess I should have made that clear. I am Sonic. I'm still getting a bajillion print statements. Well, okay, let me remove these. Godot print. See, the Godot print, calls upon the Godot console, so that's why it's a little laggy, but once you're back in the pure Rust territory, things are very smooth. This should now break things, lol. We'll see. We will see. We will see about that. -40, and then add. Now it's straight. Oh, look at it. Y'all, I did it. Oh my god, y'all, look, I did it! And now, oh, it's all pretty and nice and cool. Why is this isn't popping out the right thing? Oh, I want to click this. And then I can increase the not density. I want to increase the width. And then, that's not right. That's not right at all. Wait a second. What is that? Why does it look like that? What has happened? There's definitely some calculation issues. Do you have to do this with every one you make? I'm not sure what you mean by that. In terms of fighting for my life with code, I do not. Now that I've solved the issue, I can just generate new meshes with properly looking UVs, and everything is good. So yeah. No, to generate meshes. I mean, yeah, I have to use the built-in interface to size them, if that's what you're asking. But I mean, it's convenient, right? Look, you just hit plus, and it just adds like a new element that you can move and move and you know, make big or small. Oh god. Okay, clearly there needs to be some fixes here. That's not correct, and that's not correct, but everything else is mostly correct. Wait, here's what it could be. It could be this. I did this backwards, I say, and I'm gonna compile it, and it's gonna be like so weird. Your texture tiling doing weird things. Look, I made it so it did slightly less weird things. Look at that. See, it's kind of fixed. Why is it shifted? What if I remove the divide by 2? I don't think that's the answer, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Oh, okay. Don't wait. Remove the divide by 2 and then do this. This isn't gonna work, but I just like trying things. Yeah. Oh. Okay. See, now I just have to logic it, right? Like, what is the logic for this? Why? See, this is what I'm rushing too hard into this. I need to sit back and think about the actual mathematics of what's going on. So, this is lined up, this is lined up. This is almost lined up, but then it's as if, I don't know. The loop-de-loop's throwing me off. Let's try something else. 0, 0. Okay. So, is this all the same as density 1, but the width is 10? Okay. So look at this. This is also not correct. But why? Because I should be basing this. Okay, here's the issue. I'm basing this UV based on the distance here. But that shouldn't be what I'm doing. I should be basing it off of the distance from here to here. Okay. So, to do that, I need to get the center point. I guess what I should be doing is getting the center point of both of these and measuring that distance. And that'll give me the Y offset that I'm looking for. So how am I currently getting the Y offset? I'm getting it via the right. Oh yeah, no, totally. Wait a second. Yeah, that totally. Okay, wait. Look at the center point, which is going to be context last state vertexes 0 lerp. I'm larping here. Context last state vertexes 1 0.5, and so that's going to be last state midpoint, and then we're going to do something similar for the current midpoint. So current midpoint is going to just be self left, self right, like that, and then that's going to be the distance we need for the Y. So Y diff. Ugh, we lost because of a Y diff, you know. A distance to current mid. Why aren't you auto-completing? Oh, because there's one R. Okay, so now I have Y diff, and then we use the same Y diff for both of these, because I do this, and then I do this. And then we recompile, and now everything's fixed. Everything is fixed. Oh my god, everything is actually fixed. And there's some waviness here, but this looks way better. So this waviness might be due to the shift in Y height. So I do want that to be accounted for. I don't know how this is even doing it properly, because this should not. Oh, because it's comparing the midpoints. No, that should be right then. I don't know. I feel like Syndrome when he's like, come on, you gotta admit this is cool. He's like, look, it's almost perfectly unwrapping. It's just little issues left. There's some minor issues with the youths. But if we get past the youth problems, then what else do we have to do in life except exist in the world and be happy and joyful? Game dev has worked once again. So here we go. I'm noticing that this is lined up, but then this is a little off. So could it be that the left X offset? This is okay. Well, let's try this again. Let's shift this over. See if this is what I'm looking for. Maybe that can explain. No, that's definitely not it. That is definitely not it. Okay. But then, like, this is... Why does it do this? How do I replicate that on a flat thing? Because this looks perfect. Will it look less perfect if I move it up and down? Not really. I think it looks great. I think. Like, it's all lined up, so... That's not quite it. Maybe if I smooth this? Oh, there we go. That kind of fucks with things. A little tiny bit. Not that it should. Do I have no music? Oh my god. Okay, no music. Try a tiled image. I could. The thing with 3D is that if I tile, there is automated tiling things, but we're not really tiling this image as much as we are telling the mesh how an image needs to be tiled. I don't know if that makes any sense, but the mesh in like has no, 3D modeling. We're making it so the UVs. Right, so here's a tile. No, this is a tiled image. It's not that simple. Like, how... If I use the automated tiling, then it'll look like this. Hold on. Here's a tiled image. And this is how it tiles, because it has no concept of what up and down is. It just... See, it's great when it's flat, but then it, like, sort of, you know, fades together these curves here, because it doesn't understand how to tile on like the Y in 3D. So that's why I can't just, you know, click the tile button and hope for the best. And there's like a world planar, like none of these. I mean, there's this triplanar sharpness. I will admit the triplanar sharpness does look pretty good, but then there's an issue right here where it like flips around. I wasn't triplanar sharpness. Maybe I should use more triplanar sharpness. But I mean, I can fix it. I can fix it. I can make it better. Look how this. Look how it's consistent. How all the way through, it is. You know, it's like there's none of this like shiftingness where it fucks up a little. I mean, obviously it's fucking up a little here, but that's just because my code sucks. Like it's not right. It's not right. That ain't right. I don't know why. Why the fuck is it not right? Is it something to do with the smoothing? It seems like that's the case. But isn't the smoothing done after this? This is the final step. So nothing else should be tampering with. Tampering with this? Yeah, that's the right word. And yet here I sit. Tampered as fuck. I don't know. But so move it. It's all straight. It's all completely straight. It's all straight, still straight, still straight. Oh, I'm saying using a checkered pattern is something more obvious. Oh. I might be dumb. Listen, I might be kind of dumb. I think the checker pattern actually makes way more sense. That actually makes way more fucking sense. Listen, I'm stupid. Jude, you have to understand I'm like really stupid. You must understand. I don't know. I misinterpret things. Where's my grid? Grid settings. 32, 32. And then we put a black here. GG. GG, Freezy. And then... Oh, thank you. I will take your word for it then. And I will accept. Oh my god, that does look kind of better. Oh, that actually does... Oh my god, wait, that helps so much. Wait, that helps so much. What the fuck? That is actually... That was such a 10 billion IQ idea. That makes it so much easier to read what's happening. Oh my god! Because you can totally see, like, this is all straight, but then this specific square is the one that's tilted a little. Something is happening here. Wow. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I don't know why in my head, because like in other game engines, there's like a tiled image object. And so in my head, I thought you meant like just use a tiled image object to solve this issue, like in Godot. You know, so you must under... Oh my god, that makes it so much easier to read this. Okay. Well, thank you for your suggestion. I really appreciate it. Fuck. Oh my god. Okay, wow. Wow, that's kind of funny. Damn. Okay, I got that. So now that I know what's literally this node, the start of the chain plane link multi. Wait, it says it's a single. Oh, because it's a single that's used in the multi. All right. So, why would the first one be shifted so drastically when the subsequent one isn't? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There's something weird happening here. How about this? This one, let's look at what it does when it smooths. I mean, the smoothing is much more subtle. If I make it 2, I don't know. So if I remove it, it's weird, right? Why does the smoothing fuck it up so much? It shouldn't. And yet it does. See, if I make it really smooth, then it's really crooked. Why? It shouldn't matter. It's clearly something with the X. This... There's... Well, okay. Let's try removing the divide by 2. I don't think that matters, but let's try it. Yeah, that's not right. But... Divide by... Maybe something... Wait. So what's wrong here? This might be the... Well, first of all, let's make this... that. Because I can see that it needs to be the other direction right here. Right, like that needs to be there. But then... No, that doesn't need to be there. That's also wrong. If I do divide by 2... Oh my god, the tiled image makes it so much easier to read. This is still wrong. Even if I divide it by 2. What if I just make it 0? What if I just always make it 0? Lizard. Thank you for the lizard. It's still wrong. It needs to be negative. It needs to be this. And then there we go. Finally then, and only then, is it kind of correct. But it's still tilted just a tiny bit. Just a tiny little bit. Why? Why must you tilt me, Godot? Why must you tilt me in your shenanigans to conquer my brain? can you render a straight line again? Like just like do this, but then straight. Like, you know, this. Because this is good. This straight line is made of multiple pieces, I think. Well, I can make it made of multiple pieces by clicking this and then doing insert, insert, insert. So now I have 4 pieces that are all perfect just the way they are. And then I have to make this width bigger. It fucks up. Well, wait, it fucks up. It totally fucks up. Wait a second. Wait a second. This also, if I remove the smooth here, on this, it looks fine. But if I add another thing here, insert, it also fucks up. Yo. Wait. But why? Why does it do that? There's something with the math here. I mean, obviously there's something with the math here. Wait, yeah, I don't know. Huh. Does it reset the thing for its placement? For each node you add, it shouldn't reset. These should be cumulative. So like whatever UV is right here and whatever UV is over here, those are then added to these. So I need to find like the offset of what this would be to make it look correct. Because I want it to tile like absolutely perfectly, you know? So let's look at this one. That's easier to look at. Well, first of all, let me make sure I'm having the code I thought I was correct. Yeah, this is okay. So this, and what's weird is this is correct. And this one's correct. But then it gets up here and this is wrong and this is wrong. So it's something about the way I get the X offset. Which I did by comparing distances between the two of these. Is something wrong with that code? I don't think so. There can't really be. I don't know. But X offset. Okay, think. So clearly this is being shifted over here in the opposite direction. So let's make it so this is -2. And then that might make it correct. No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. How is it so drastic? Huh? Is X offset being used properly? Could it be there's something with? Wait. Whoa, oh, Juji, I figured it out. Oh my God. Wait. I need to add the X from the old one here. But I thought I didn't do that for some reason because I didn't do it here. But that would make sense. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell on the mic. I got excited. This should fix a lot of it. That like fixed all of it. I mean, it's still something a little wonky here, but like. You're okay. Have a good time in the bathroom, I guess. Okay. I mean, is it correct? Could it just be that this is correct and I'm just not willing to accept that? I think it is. I think that the arrows made it so I couldn't see how correct this was. Oh my God, that's so funny. I don't understand though. This is the code I had before. Why did I change it if it was working so good? See, this was this before. And then I do this, and I do this, and I do... Wait. Whoa. Oh my God. It's because this needs to be relative to the left for the last one. This used to be this. But it needs to be that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, so I do that, and then I keep this as this. What I really should do is just do this relative to this. So I should have this as like first UV, and then this is first UV plus the distance, and that makes it a bit more readable. Mismatch type. Oh, first UV dot X. Okay. There we go. Don't ever tell me I can't program. I'm not the best programmer ever. Oh, wait, I haven't tried smoothing yet. Smoothing kind of fucked me up. Smoothing. I think it looks good. Make it really smooth. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my god, look at that. And then I can smooth this one. Smoothing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, look at my smoothing. It looks like a Cobra kind of. Cobra style level. Woo. Holy moly. Holy frickin' moly. Insert new link. Select. I need to make so it selects the new link. I make this smaller, like give it like a little head, you know. Actually, I want this to be 0, and then insert. I really need to select. Okay, that's what it needs to select the new thing with the 1. I want it to be like a tongue, kind of. Make it less dense. Move it down. Move it a little closer. There. That's a little Cobra. So no more streams for a minute while you work on your character. No, I work on the character off stream, and then I do more level design on stream. So the character I want to make Pawn, I've already done it before. I have a little playlist. Let's see if I can find it. It's like the game I've done the character already. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Mimic 3D Platformer Devlogs. If you go to my channel and go to playlist, you go to Mimic 3D Platformer Devlogs. That is the character controller I want to make. I've done it before. I wrote it in the Hax programming language, but I hate working in Hax, so I'm going to rewrite it in Rust. And while I'm doing that, on stream, I do level design. Because the reason I stopped working on that project 2 years ago is because I dreaded making levels. And so, to hold myself accountable, to make sure I get levels done, my plan is to do only level design on stream, on scheduled streams. So that way, every week, I have fucking set periods of time where I force myself to make fucking levels in Godot. You know, either I do making level tools or making actual levels. I'm going to do something level related on Twitch. And that is how it is. But I also have a good amount, like I only do streams 4 out of 7 days of the week. So during those other 3 days where I'm not streaming is where I'm gonna like do the inner boring stuff, right? Code momentum player bullshit. Well, we'll see though. Sometimes I can't help but just like get so hyper focused on one thing and then I end up doing it on stream. But so far I've been pretty good. So far I've been pretty good at putting down whatever the hell I'm tinkering with and just doing level stuff. I really need a way to make it so that I have a list of all these nodes so I can access the second to last one a lot easier. Well, there we go. Okay, so move that down and then make it less dense. There we go. Look, it looks like a fucking tongue. But yeah, that is my plans for now. And then soon I'll have a beautiful character controller, beautiful level designs, and life will be good, and I'll have the best 3D platform the world has ever seen. And no one can tell me otherwise. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay, where are we at? We're not even 2 hours in. Compared to other streams where I'd get nothing done, I feel so accomplished today. Woo! Hooray! Alright, well, I guess what's next? Welcome back, Juji. Hope you had a good time, and I don't know what to say when people come back from the bathroom. Hope you had a good bathroom break. I hope, you know. Can you generate a sphere? That is a good question. The answer is no. And the answer is kinda, maybe, not real. It'd be difficult, right? Like, actually, no, it wouldn't be difficult. Here, let me generate a sphere. Let me, okay, first of all, click this. Delete. Delete. Make a new one. Okay, here, watch. Here's my sphere tutorial. I move this forward a bit, and then I make it the same density as it is thick. So 5 density. Actually, I need to move it 5 up, 5, and then 10 density, and then move this guy down. So -5, and then you make it wide. So I'd make this 5 wide. Or I guess I'd make it 10 wide. And then I would, so now, right now it's a diamond, right? But if I go to smooth, and then I make it a bit smoother, that's kind of sphery. And then if I move this back in like this, and then maybe move this back in a bit more, like that. I don't know. Oh yeah, no. Oh fuck! Did you not see that? Dude, right when I fixed it is right when you said you had to use the bathroom. No, yeah, it's totally fixed now. It looks perfect. I did it 100%. It's all good. Okay, so I guess I can't make a sphere because I still have these edges like this that go around. When I say I want to use this tool for level development, I still think I'm going to need to, like, hard mesh some things in Blender no matter what. Oh, zigzag is easy because that's just, insert, move this to the side, move. Is that right? Is that what I don't know if that's correct. Move this to the other side and then just repeat that. Wait, is that? Oh God, that is not what I'm looking for. Ooh, yeah. Crap. I'm guessing smooth is gonna make this any better. No. Crap, I wasn't thinking about that. I was so busy thinking about rotation. I didn't think about just like pure transformation. Okay. This is okay. This is good. This is actually good. This is what I wanted. I lie. I say to myself, I lied to myself. So right now I'm using the distance between these two midpoints to figure out... I don't even know what I'm trying to figure out. More. I mean, can I just shift the XUV by the X offset between these two? Maybe, I don't know. Press X to doubt. Oh God, I hate when I hit one of these because I don't know where to begin with this. XYZ. Move it forward, move it to the side. Oh, it totally gets, there's a word for this, skewed. It's skewed as hell. It's a hell of skewage. You don't want to eat sewage? I don't want to eat skewage. We're not so different, you and I, Spider-Man. Okay. Wow, it's really funny how easily that fucked up. It's so beautiful like this, and then this. Wow, I don't know how to solve that. Skewage. Fuck. Where do I even begin? I don't know. Oh, God. Because I was basing this based on the change in width. But I hadn't even considered a change in X position. I need to try... Okay. Let's start with something simple. I'm just going to check for the shift in X position between these two midpoints. I think. Will that affect things for Y? See, up and down, I don't think it matters. And then, what's Z? In and out, that doesn't matter. It's just X. X has issues. So... if I can get the offset between the left for the first one, left for the second one, that should give me a pretty good idea of how much I should add between the two. But I don't know if that's going to fudge things up. I think that this X offset thing just has to go. Because this is based on... what is this based on? It's based on the distance between the two. But no, fuck that. Let's do... context last state of vertexes 0.x minus context. This isn't gonna work though. This isn't gonna. I don't know how I feel about this. And then This one is probably simple too. You would think. I mean, everything's simple once you understand what's happening, you know? 0.x. And that gives me x offset. And then... But if I tilt it, then the x offset shit's gonna get fucked. So, I need a way to like get the x offset relative to... Oh. Maybe it needs to be in reverse. Like that. And then... Boop. And then... No, wow, even that's like not good. It's better, but it's still a little squishy. Wow. But I understand why this is happening now, because this is the distance between these 2 points is the same, but that doesn't necessarily mean that these... Oh, God. Wait. How... Is this even solvable? Can you even solve this with UVs? I need to stretch. Hold on. I need to get my blood flowing. Ugh. Okay. Oh, you can like, hear my bones crack. All right. This might not be solvable. Because I don't think there's any... Meow, 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 meow. Thank you for the meows. But no amount of cats would ever help me not crash the fuck out at whatever this is. Because that wasn't a cat, that was your bones cracking. Was it now? Shit. What a catastrophe. Anywho, like I was saying, I think I've gotten to the point. Hey, that's one of my... Is it now? Oh, you should link that. You got a game called Catastrophe? I'm guessing it involves cats and catastrophes. Hence the name. Okay, but we're getting off topic. The issue, I believe, is that this Game Jam game very, very incompleted. Was it like a... Was it one of those... Look at that. We're breathe. Think. This cannot be fixed with just modifying UVs. Because these are correct here. These will always be equidistant. And these will be the same equidistant as these. Hello, Loki. How's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I made some good progress today on when it comes to procedural mesh generation. As you can see, my 3D mesh has perfectly unwrapped textures that look really nice, and they're really cool up until right here where things stop working, and I'm not sure what to do from this point forward. Is that a rainbow cat with grippers? Oh my god. Tilt. No, don't turn. I don't know. This is something. You know what would fix this though? Is if I just don't use X. Like if I set this as 0 and just turned it, then I think it'd work perfectly. Not what is the transformation? Okay, no, not twist, I want turn. There we go. Okay, that's not quite correct. But it would, you know what I mean? It's like, well, this needs to be smooth. Like, at what point am I just overcomplicating this? At what point am I doing something where it's just not feasible to do? more. Okay, fine. Turn. No, it's turn? Yeah, I can turn it like... See, even this, I knew that, like, there's a point where no amount of procedural generation is gonna... Oh, God, what is happening here? And something you also need to consider is the fact that I'm not gonna be using checkerboards for these meshes. I'm going to be using grass, which is going to be a lot more harder to detect that there's something wrong here. I think. Rather not perfect. It is okay. Yeah. I just wish it could be better. Right? I do like this little turn here. So let's test my theory. Oh, I've already tested it. That's the thing. Even with no X transforms, things don't get a little wonky. So I don't know. Seems to be. Can this be? No, that doesn't matter. It is fun turning it though. Look at that. That would be so hard to do in Blender. And look how easy it is in my new tool of capability. 15. Why don't I make it like 7? And yeah. Yeah. It's just off. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's skewed. It's skewed. We're skewed. Skewage. How do you apply a different texture to a new place? I don't know if I can, is the thing. Because you can only have one texture. At least in terms of UV unwrapping, all I can really manipulate when I'm procedurally generating this mesh are the UVs for this one material. Now I could write custom material code that will then like apply different textures in different areas using some information I could pass into the UV2 channel or some other data channel in the mesh. But I don't want to do that. Maybe the texture is skewing based on the last node positions. And this other thing where like I'm not sure if, like I just said, what I want to do is even possible or feasible. Well, no. Here's the issue, right? Is that when I twist like this, these vertices are getting closer together, and these ones are getting further apart. But their unwrapping is based on the distance of the center points. So should I not do it based on the center points? I think I didn't do it before, but then why did I stop that? Why did I change that? Well, actually, I think I removed that. Because I'm using the X offset, which is another thing. Oh, that's right. I still have one more chance to make this work. Also, maybe the texture is skewing based... Oh, yeah. See, I can do X offset based on transformations. Because I have that data right here with link 3. So let me go ahead and store the last transform here. Oh, God. Transform 3D. Transform... New state... No. Transform equals... what? Link self.transform. There we go. Okay. Could you get the last position, then compare the... then compare the last, then correct it as needed? I don't know. Well, I'm kind of doing that already. When I do that manually, I don't think that's going to apply to all these different other, like, situations, though. But it's okay. Because we're going to try this. We're going to try this real fast. Which is... removing the transforms, and then comparing the X offsets. And then... that might be good. How do I get the local X from this transform? Maybe it's just pass that data. I'm just gonna pass that data. TBH X real. You're so real for that. And I'm gonna have an X real in here. Link 2. That was not correct. Well, this is still correct. I just need to lerp. Oh god, I forgot how hard this is actually. This is gonna be ratio. Where's the other error? It is right here. Let me put the X at the start so it's more consistent. Holy shit, I'm going to pass the X all the way to the start of the thing. And maybe it might look okay. Who knows? I am gay. Boo. 3D is fun until you cannot UV. Oh shit, the pawn game. Cat Catastrophe. That looks kind of sick. Okay, I got it. When I'm not logged in, I'll take a closer look pawn. As I did request to see Catastrophe. I do wish to see the... Oh god, no, don't do that. There we go, fixed it. What was wrong with it? Oh, I can't remember my itch login. Oh, okay, well. You got it. Hopefully. Or not. I think I just pass X here. And then that'll give me an offset I can use. And then I go here, fuck you, self.x is the offset. And this gives me an untransformed X. Ooh, I don't know. It's a little better. I mean, it's not a little better. It's a little better here. It's a tiny bit better, and it's consistent here. It lined this back up, which is good. But is that what I want? I don't think so. I don't know. Squirrel. I could go for some squirrel jerky. I'm just kidding. I've never had a squirrel jerky. I once had alligator jerky. It sucked. Oh, okay. Think. Why is the music so quiet? What does this mean? The Everyone Votes channel. I'm gonna go to the next one. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Was even this working before? Let's see. Oh, you know what? Well, none of these X's are even modified. Is also a thing. So maybe I need to combine these two. Like, well, none of this matters because these aren't modifying X's here. So I don't know why I thought that would work. That wouldn't work. Of course that wouldn't work. Crap. Crapple. It's like Snapple, but for poop. Good commentary, me. Man, I don't know if this is solvable. Well, it is. There's sometimes in math and programming there's problems that aren't solvable. You can do anything with code. Remember that. Oh, I guess. I suppose you're right. Let's remove the smoothing so we can get a better look at what's happening here. Get this. Smooth. Okay. Anything is doable. I must not forget. Anything is possible. Everything is awesome. Honestly, I'm not sure about that though. Because... See, weird is that like doesn't even stay consistent. If I do that and then I make it smooth. You are close. Am I? What's freaking me out is that I'm worried that it's not compatible with... This is cool. That's cool. My idea is, what if you use the two bottom nodes? I'm not sure what that means. I'm sorry. This does make that 0. Because what value would I put into these UVs to make this or make this work? I don't think there is one. No, I think there has to be. There has to be. There has to be, right? Maybe? Maybe. Like the blue one. I use 2, well, I can insert a new one. Oh, I just did. I didn't even tell. Oh, they're like so invisible because the UV wrapping is so good for linear stuff. You can make them 2 nodes. Maybe. What? Each node has 2 vertexes, so it'd be 4 vertices. God, I'm so out of it. Okay. Delete. And then I think, Juji, you are right in the sense that I need to find a way to just raw dog the UV manipulation here. So I can just check to see if there even is a solution. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let me go to, what am I gonna do? Link resource. So, where is it? Yeah, resource, right? No, that's not it. Whatever, I can do it here. I think. Oh god, how am I gonna do this? Wait, I gotta think. No, I don't do it here. I don't do it here. Oh, but I don't do it here. I have to do it inside these. Oh, I see. Okay. So I'm gonna do chain plane link UV override. And this will also let me preview the UVs, which will be really helpful. Can you add that quick option to the side to drag and drop textures? Yes, I can do that. That's totally doable. My conundrum was there's already an option to modify the material. So I think I could just modify, I can just drag and drop the texture here. Even though Godot isn't updating this preview. So it's technically right there. But there's no way I can make it so each node has different textures, because they're all connected to the same mesh. And a mesh gets one texture. Or one material. Unless I add more material slots, in which case I could probably do that with the vertices now that I think about it. Okay. First we focus on this. First we focus on getting this done. This is a resource. Based resource. Export UVs. Vector 2. Making this optional isn't going to work though, because I'm just going to. Yeah, this is dumb. I just need to add inputs here, but also I need to pass this reference through the whole process, which might not work for the multis, but that's okay because we're not gonna worry about the multis just yet. So UVs vector 2, and then. Self 2GD. That's just link 1. Link 1's gonna have original resource. GD. What is it? I think I'll just have link 1 have an optional single. Where is it? Chain plane link single. It'd be cool to have an option to rotate each texture based on where the node is clicked on as well from the right. Oh shit, yeah, maybe we could have something like that too. It's actually really, oh hell yeah! I'm glad someone's having fun. I'm having a little bit of fun. Just a tiny bit of fun. It is quite the challenge though, is it not? It's something, alright. Why am I getting errors here? What's your problemo? What do you want? I'm gonna add one here. Okay, now that's clear, and then I need to lerp. Lerping, I just do original resource equals self original resource clone. Yeah, so I can't use smoothing either. No, actually, I should pass it none for now. And then down here, we're gonna push self original resource. What's wrong with this? Why can't I do this? Oh, because link 3 needs that too. Oh my god. Chain, plane, link single. And then 3. get this, which means the 2 errors should be fixed, right? It's not fixed. Of course it's not fixed. Oh, but this is the smoothing, though, which is nice. This we can just pass none, then. Pass none. Pass this. Lizard. 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 There was like a meme going around in another community with that. Was it lizard that they said? Or is it like blep? Lizard hi. Lizard blep. Lizard, why do you let me suffer, lizard? Why do you let me do these things? Okay, and then I think I just take if this exists. If this exists, then I update the UVs for these. So, if let some link resource equals self.original resource. What the hell is original resource? Original resource dot bind mute UV. Oh, it's not public. Hold on. This seems to be pub crate. And then what's going on down here? Why don't you like this? Oh, it seems to be sum. Like I think it's like that topic we talked about earlier. We need to pass it a sum, and then what you got? What's happening here? Okay, I need to clone this. And link 3. Link 3. Where was I doing things? Right here. UV equals. Wait, there's 2 UVs. Crap. Okay. No. Oh God. Fuck. No. Okay, this needs to be UV left and then UV right. That sounds like a vampire saying you'd be right. You'd be right if you were to do that thing. Nailed it. Fucking nailed it. UV right. Can I type right there? Follow H. How do I install that? How do I make that a thing that exists? I don't know how Twitch works. You have to explain to me, because I don't know. I can't mutate self? Oh, okay, fine. Mute self. Nightbot. But how do I add a bot? You know, do I have to go to nightbot.com? Nightbot Twitch? Nightbot is an essential streamer tool for auto. Oh, I see. And I just click add to chat. Okay. All right. Oofy's in okay. Well, I could probably also add my own follow age command. Maybe I'll do that. You could make your own. Yeah, I was gonna think. I already have a stream bot in existence. I could just do a command. That sounds like fun. I might do that instead. Let me do a reminder, because yesterday I did a reminder to fix some things in my interface, and I did, and that was a good reminder. So let me do it again. So do this. Add follow age command. Save. Let me set a time for that. Tomorrow at what time? I guess, I don't know, 3 p.m. Okay, done. Okay. Juji, do not fret. There will be follow age and more ready for you to use. I fixed that, actually. I fixed that. Oh, man, I'm on a roll today. I know, it seems like we're in despair, but honestly, like, it's follow. Okay, it's not done yet. I'm gonna do it myself tomorrow. Keep her going. Yes, true. I will keep going. You cannot stop me. Okay, so this is gonna print the UVs to the watch time. Does that work? Can you get your watch time from the Twitch API? That seems kind of complicated. Okay, here's my UVs. If I turn, do they change? They do a little. They do a little tiny bit. I don't know if that matters though. What I should be checking is my original thing. Because I think, well, I don't know. Is this really that better? That much better? Because I moved that to handle the X offset, which I'm not sure I'm going to keep. So let's do that, and then that looks really nice. This all looks really nice. just this one niche issue that I'm not even sure is worth the effort. If I twist... Look at how these don't even change anymore. Or is that just because there's like a weird disconnect now? No, they don't. Okay, so now that... Give me all your money. Music got super loud. You must really like Kingdom Hearts music. I don't. Also, this is Pokemon music. Was it lots of Kingdom Hearts? I don't think any of these are Kingdom Hearts. Okay, so this is this. And then what is this? Yeah, this goes up to 24. What the fuck? It's so loud. Okay, I'm gonna delete this from the playlist then, because this is too loud of a song. This is just what I have to do. Is if I ever find a song that's too loud, go to my playlist and nuke it, and so it never reappears. That's Pokemon ORAS soundtrack. I like that one though. Delete. Next. Okay, there we go. And that's like a way better one. That one would go up to minus 24. That's so ridiculous. I don't think I have a single... Do I have a Kingdom Hearts song in here? I don't think I do. The two people, I didn't put this playlist together. This is just something I stole from somewhere. I don't remember where. Ooh, held a message for a reason. Smart detection. That's some dev. Cheap viewers at blah.com. And I'm gonna deny you there, but thank you for the offer, my dear bot. Okay. So I've made it so I can read the UVs. Now we need to make it so I can write to the UVs. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Well, I don't know, a lot of Pokemon music sounds like Kingdom Heart Town music. I think Pokemon came first, so a lot of Kingdom Hearts sounds like Pokemon. It's the other way around. They stole them or something. Here's what I need to do. I need to make a checkbox. Export hub crate use editor UVs. Cool. And then this will give us a checkbox that I can check to switch whether it's assigning the UVs or whether I'm just taking them. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I gotta do it on here. If original resource dot bind dot use editor UVs, then we're gonna do the opposite of this. And then else we do this. I'm kind of off. Do it with your mind. I don't have the power. I don't have the capability. I'm not in the Matrix. Why couldn't I be in the Matrix? This would work in the Matrix. It would be nice. Okay. UVs have been set. Now if I modify this, 20. It's wait, I have to click wait, did that compile? Where's my checkbox? Where'd they put my checkbox? It's exported. Use editor UVs. What the hell? Here it is here. I think I have to refresh this. Why didn't I have to refresh this before? I don't know. That's odd. This is odd. Okay, I'm gonna restart then. Lock in. Compilers. Disgusting. Back in my day, we'd just write straight binary to the computer. Click on this. Okay, there it is. Use editors there. All right, cool. So if I do use editor and then I can fuck with that. So this is what I kind of mean in the sense that, is there even a UV that makes this good? Because making this look good makes it so this is also fucked up. So that's another issue, is I have these UVs connected, when in reality it's probably better that these are disconnected in certain circumstances. Dude, okay, let's reset them. Well, that's really convenient, actually. You dare dab on me with your Who's This Diva? I was right. I'm totally right. This is not something that can be fixed. I think what you were getting at earlier, Juji, is if I should just not try and make this smooth out. I should just have it so that this. Why don't I make it smooth here? I should just make it so that it resets when it comes to a new like. Well, this actually looks pretty good. This doesn't look bad at all, to be honest. Like if I twist this, it's still straight, which is what I really wanted in comparison to the other thing. I mean, what was I complaining about? This looks fine. I mean, does this look overly weird? Not really. Oh, it was with X. It was with X stuff. Like, if I shift this on the X, that looks bad. But I think that's just what it's going to have to be. I think I'm going to skew on the X. I have to handle the consequences of doing that. And this is as good as it's going to be. And even if I skew here, I can still smooth it out right here. Actually, that is smooth. But can I smooth this out? I can. I just have to not use X. I think X sucks. I think instead of X, I need to use gradual turning. I like this. I like this too. It's as good as it's going to get. Like, let's do a real texture. You're right. I see what you mean. Like, can we switch out the texture real fast to look at it from a grass perspective? Grass texture CC0. Download. I don't know if I want 4K, but all right. That's gonna take 3 billion years for this to download. Da 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 da. I X to my Y to my Z. I X to my Y to my Z to my W to my T. Because I guess you have to go to T. Wait, is it X W X? L M N O P Q R S T U V W. Okay, so you still have U and V before you get the T. But T is time. I do the shimmy with it. Why can't I extract? Oh, because it's not my current user, so I have to extract this. Alright, I can close this, open this. A sprite, come on here, 64 by 64. Shut your mouth and say no more. Here's a giant resolution grass texture. Let's go ahead and just grab this small portion. Well, let's do canvas size. That's so massive. Look at the. I don't know. What am I gonna do here? 256 by 256. That's a bit too big. Let's multiply that by 2. I still want to have like grassy. Well, I'm also concerned that will it repeat if I do it this way? Crap. Maybe I should just do your sprite size. 60. I'm gonna get 64 at 64. Okay, but that's just pixels. I need to find a better grass texture than this. This is too crazy. This is low res grass texture. Grass texture. Oh, here we go on Open Game Art. Tileable grass textures. Are these also massive? They're 512 by 512, which is better. This one is just straight up weed. Let's go this one. Okay. Save image as. Here, downloads. Let's move this to quick visual assets. There we go. Okay, cool. And now we can go visual assets, grass. It's a little obvious, but I mean, outside of that, it's pretty good. Make fun pixel art size, but more style or that too. It works, trust me. Well, here's what I could do to make it more retro. I can make the scale like really small. So it's like, whoa. Whoa, it actually looks fantastic. Whoa. My game could look like this? I kind of like that a lot. I would say make it really small, like 0.01. And then he does like N64 style where everything's scaled so high it's blurry as hell. Even that's not blurry enough because you can still kind of see the texture. It needs to be like this would be N64-y, you know? And then if you do that, you really can't even tell that there's a bend there. But if we do, what was it, 0.2? You can still barely even tell if it's there either. Yeah, I can kind of like look at this, but that's normal in games. I've seen a lot of AAA games have UV stuff like that. If you want me, I can draw you some grass. Oh, really? Ooh, okay. Let's do it. I love some grass. Just a little bit of grass as a treat. I never even thought a grass texture could look this good. I really like that. I might have to put that in my stream interface. Because right now it's just raw grass. Why is there no music? There we go. Actually, I need to get rid of Gentle Breeze in my playlist because that gives me copyright issues. Users, boop. So the players can touch grass in this level. Well, this level is still, the first level is still supposed to be a cave level. So technically not. But this will be a good texture to throw on for a level that might have some grass scattered about, as one may say. What about adding silly trees? Oh, I don't know, actually. I'm kind of looking forward to modeling trees. So, but I guess you need a tree texture. Is that what you're saying? You can do like a bark texture. We will see. I don't want to... It's one of those things where I don't want to commit to having people make stuff for me, because then I'll feel bad if I drop the game project. I feel like I'm not deep enough in to really commit to anything yet, but yeah, I'm open to it. Just, you know, I'm unreliable. So, how would you randomly generate trees on the plains face? Oh, that's super easy. That's actually one of the easier things to do. Well, first of all, I don't plan on I don't have to randomize things. My biggest gripe is making level geometry. But once I have that, I wouldn't mind placing down manual foliage and trees and stuff like that. Because the game isn't randomly generated, but it would be cool to have that utility, right? To just like generate a level and have some bare bones stuff already ready to go. So, yeah. Yes. It would be fun. You're the one that keeps saying I put too much effort and I make things complicated. But yes, I agree. It would be a lot of fun to do that, to be honest. Cause it'd be so easy to, because I have all the orientations for the faces in the code. So I totally have like a whole thing where I could just sample any of these faces that I've generated at any point and add stuff to them. Infinite mode with a timer too. We might have to do an infinity mode. An infinity mode that had randomly generated stuff like this. That could be pretty fun. Shit. Damn. Maybe. Stop gassing me up with so many ideas. Fuck. We can't dream big yet. I have to make a character first. We have to... Oh, but if I have a character, the level stuff is already done anyway. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Well, I was gonna do something, but I forgot. Well, it couldn't have been that important if I forgot. Also, I think you guys are in ads, so I'll try not to say anything too important. Okay. I'll say something unimportant. Pancakes are better than waffles. That's not even true. I can't even commit to that. Even as a bit, I can't commit to that statement. There's not. Waffles are so superior in every way. Pancakes are the compromise you make when you don't have a waffle maker. Pancakes are the pathetic thing you do when you lack the capacity to create something as glorious as a waffle. Anywho, what the fuck was I doing? I don't know. That does look nice, doesn't it? And what really matters is that it just repeats. Like, even if this is a little iffy, it's still continuous at a glance. And you're not going to be zoomed in that much. You're going to be out here. You're going to be looking at it like this, with like a third-person perspective, and you're going to run past it. And you're never even going to notice how fucky-wucky that shit is. Yeah. Pawn, I know. I'm too hard on myself. Like, ooh. Like, even on a checkerboard, with it scaled out, it looks so fine. It looks totally fine. You would never even think that that's, like, fucked up. I cooked. Let me just say, I cooked. The UV unwrapping, it's done. Sure, you can skew it with the X transform, but I'm just not going to use that much. I think turning is a way superior method to achieve a turn on the X-axis. So, hey, checkerboard, you can call me anytime. What does that mean? Is it because it has curves? Got like a curvy checkerboard. Is that the joke? Amazing, amazing. Oh yeah? Well, check this out. Yeah, now it's like a pumpkin. You said it looks so fun. Okay, maybe I did. Maybe I did. Perhaps, Your Honor, I may have said it was fine. I actually love this for level geometry. It's like a little hump that goes up once. Because you'd come down, you'd like see this, and maybe there'd be like a little spike that it reveals itself only once you get up this hill a little. And it's like get past it and go around and back down. Oh, this game's gonna be so hype. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I want to say this is a good stopping point, but I don't know. What else is there to do? I wanted to add modular shit. But I have to go back into the code. I don't really want to go into the code. The code scares me. I really could keep the UV modifying stuff too. Why isn't this updating? Shouldn't this work? And twist this? Oh no, it just doesn't work. Okay. Fuck you too then. I don't want UVs anyway. You UV fucking me up. Hello again, Rainbow Cat. I love that. Who has this emoji? Starfluff VT. Fuck. That is a good emoji. I love how it's just so like it just like stares at you like it's kind of judging you a little, but like in a wholesome way. It's like, yeah, I observe what is happening here. Oh, okay. Alright. I'm gonna clean up some code, and then I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna go for the 4 hours. I'm trying to keep committing to. I think I go until midnight for streams, and that's my schedule. So even if I'm a little late, I don't really fuck up my sleep schedule all that much. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, cool. So I don't need. I might keep the UV stuff for later, but so I'll comment it out for now. For now. I have to remove all the passing of this, and I also have to remove the X. It's fine. You know what I should have? I should have like a debug object that I pass around that contains the information I want to keep throughout the whole process. And I can add stuff to that whenever I need to. Okay, I like that idea a lot. No, I'm too lazy. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to delete. I'm just going to delete things, y'all. Delete. Link 1. Delete this. Save. Link 2. Delete these 2 things. Go back to link 1. Delete these. What else? Link 2. You can get rid of this. And then link 3. Get rid of these 2. It's gonna make link 2 throw up, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And get rid of these. Why do you have a warning here? What are you warning me about? Oh, this. Okay, get rid of that. And this puzzle, an extra import. Get rid of that. Link 3. Get rid of this. And then original resource on type link 3 is not valid, so I need to get rid of all this. Why are you warning me? Oh, the self is mute. Stop being mute, self. It's time for you to speak up for your right to be mutable. And what's this up here? It's here. Okay, and then we can recompile with no warnings, which always feels nice. That's the other cool thing about Rust. It has so many warnings, but when you write warning-free Rust code, it feels so good to see that just blank. Terminal. It really is so like not noticeable. It is. I am so critical on my own work. I need to stop. It is perfect just the way it is. Rust makes you feel less rusty. It does. It makes you feel like you're working for it. I think the more you scale up stuff, like, the harder it is to even see. Yeah, see, this would be like a more realistic look on what the grass texture would look like. And then it's like basically invisible because it's not as detailed. Like, you make it really detailed, then sure, yeah, I could see some inconsistencies. But then if you do like that, what are you even looking at? Huh. Okay. Okay. I'm happy. I am happy. I'm gonna stretch again. I'm always scared I'm gonna like pull up my shirt when I stretch. Ugh, it's because I like wear all my, when I'm at home, that's where I wear all my fucking shitty shirts that are either like too short or like too tight. But then I like wear them on stream and it's like, well, now I'm in this uncomfy shirt kinda. Maybe I should just treat stream like real life. Like, I'm touching grass here. Why don't I wear my touching grass shirts that are nice and grass proof? Touch grass on this shirt, it melts. It's not okay. Anyway, shitty shit shirt sheet shirt shirty shirt shits. What did you just? Shitty shit shirt sheet shit shirty shirt shits. Fuck, I almost had it. Shitty shit shirt sheet shit shirty shits. There we go. How was that? I really want to play this game. This would be so much fun if I actually do this. I mean, I could activate this. I have my vague placeholder character controller right now. I can play around with that. Can't do the loop, but I can just jump over here. That's the thing. Here's the thing. The loop takes time. What incentivizes the player to not just jump through the loop like this? I think the answer... Oh god, I can't even go up the slope. It's so steep. Look at this in game. There's no way to be able to tell. There's some fucky shit going on there. You can't even tell. Oh my god. And it probably looks even better if you smooth it. If I go over here and hit smooth and make this like 6. Oh my god, look how... I love smooth geometry in 3D games. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Play it! Let's go. How do you plan on handling the loops, by the way? For like the character? God, I'm gonna have a character that can run so fast it can run around a loop like that. Yeah. That's just how it is. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to write like a really complicated character controller that can gradually increase the normal it's standing on. The song locks you to the loop, so I was curious. I mean, I think I mentioned before, but I have a playlist where I go through how I did momentum like that. Let's go. Some YouTube. Some random. I don't know how deep I went into this, but where is it? Here it is. Mimic platformer.
Day one of game.
And then I made a platformer like this already. And the way you do it is you have it so once your speed hits a certain threshold. What is YouTube? Are you good? Can I get my playlist? Thank you. Once your speed hits a certain threshold, you can walk on any surface as long as there's a gradual enough change on the steepness of the floor you're walking on. So I'm trying to think. Oh, here we go. Here's the loop-de-loop. Episode 8. In 8 days, I had a character that can run up a loop-de-loop without using any like tying itself to the like doing a what's the word? Like not doing an on rails thing, right? So here we go. Oh, there. Oh my god, it's so ugly. Why is there like lines on the short? Why would you do that, YouTube? Yeah, if you like lose the speed, you stop. Okay, there's some issues. But if you're fast enough, like if you go up the ramp, it'll fling you up. But you can even see like how it's made up of faces that are gradual. What? Huh? God, YouTube on Firefox is so ass. The answer is I can do it. The answer is I'm just good. I'm just so fucking good. I can make a momentum game that had like look at that. You like run up the ramp and it has like a natural flow to keep maintaining your momentum from the ground into the air. And I'm not the first to do this. There's a ton of games that have achieved this. I'm inspired by there's a Sonic fan game called Sonic Utopia. It's just one level where you run around in this open world. and it is so good, and it has that momentum down perfectly. In terms of non-Sonic games, there's I forgot what it's called, Sonic inspired 3D platformer. Oh, here it is, Electric Jester. Yeah. Electric Jester is a pretty good 3D platformer, momentum-based 3D platformer that also achieves the same effect where you can. It has a smart momentum. God, the thing I hate about this game is it's so good. The platforming is so peak, but they have to inject these shitty-ass boss fights all over this game that are the most asinine pieces of garbage. If it weren't for that, this game would be a masterpiece. But you get heartstuck on these Dark Souls-ass janky boss battles that are so unfun. Didn't think you couldn't do it. Was just curious on how you're gonna lock to loop path. Sorry, I didn't mean to imply that I thought that you thought I couldn't do it. I just like saying vague things and then saying I can do it, so I don't have to explain how I'm gonna do it. I have to use the bathroom. Oh my god, it hurts. You know what? Frick it. This is good. I did shit. I made a thing. This is beautiful. We're gonna call it a stream for today. It's almost midnight for me anyway. Yay! Here's my raid message. We're gonna raid someone real fast. We live in a 3D world. 1, 2, 3. Oh fuck, not that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We did indeed. Oh, you can't do that unless you're a subscriber. So if you're not a subscriber, you gotta use ice cubes. Because it's the only cubey like emote in the world. We live in a 3D world. Boom. There we go. I need a command for that too. Oh, let me make that a notification. Let me make that a thing I need to do. Add a command to print my raid messages. Print raid messages. Okay, cool. Cool. How do I do this again? Raid channel? I'm guessing Hyper's not up, so, rip, we gotta find, same category. No one I'm following is here, maybe? No, not that I can see. Potato Botate? Celestial Crash Dev? Who are all you people? I don't know, who's... Oh! Jitspo. Working on Quake Server Jam 3. Okay, let's do this. Start raid. Oh no. I can't see what you said. I think it's something about subs only. Well, that's why I have the Ice Cube one for the raid message. Anyway, see you later, everyone. Goodbye and happy Hanukkah.